Hello, everyone. My name is John Diaz, presidential candidate, independent candidate, running for the office. As you can see, that tree there snapped and it's overhanging the roadway. So much work to be done here in the United States. And all that equals job creation. This video is video number 6. It's basically analyzing videos 4 and 5. Today it snowed here in Pennsylvania, Saturday, and it's a beautiful day. I'm just driving around and I wanted to chat with you all. So I wanted to apologize first of all on the last video when I was explaining the bonus program. I forgot to mention the corrections officers. They're all included in the $900 a week bonus program. I want to thank them so much for what they do. They do a lot of good work that's very difficult. Nobody understands what they go through on a daily basis except them. But I definitely can imagine what it's like to do that hard work. It's hard to imagine what it's like. It's a difficult job to do. And that's why I think that they should be included in that program. I think also I want to clarify another point. This is the bonus programs for 18 years and older, so it's going to benefit the American students across the board, the college students specifically, anybody attending college, university level. The money that they'll receive, even if they're not working, they'll get the $600 a week. And they can definitely help themselves a whole bunch with that money. During my time in college, I saw so many people struggling on a daily basis, kids that were not eating correctly. They didn't have money for supplies. A lot of hardships. So I think that that'll definitely be very beneficial to the American students at the university level, college level. And if they're working part-time, that'll be more. If they're working full-time, that'll be more. And if perhaps, they're if they are a military veteran or joining the military, they can aspire to make more. If they want to become caregivers, they can make more. Everybody can jump to the top tier if they want to. And that's the beautiful thing about the program. It incentivizes people to do better, to work hard, and to make more money. It's a program meant to reward the American worker, and in that case, reward the American students. And I think that's a wonderful thing. Like I mentioned before, a lot of students go through hardships, so that'll definitely be helpful to them. Even if they need to buy their first car, if they need to buy a car for anybody really, this money would be very helpful for so many things. So we got the students benefiting now. I think a lot of people might be thinking that, this is only beneficial to the blue-collar worker. Well, it benefits everybody, really. It's benefiting the people that, let's say the people who are getting the bonus program, they want to go to the dentist to fix their teeth or just get them cleaned. You know, whatever transactions that people do, it's benefiting, you know, it's benefiting doctors' offices, it's benefiting dealerships that sell cars, dealerships that sell equipment, restaurants of every kind. If people want to go shopping, if people need to buy their necessities, whatever it might be, if people need to stay in a hotel room for the night, you know, the list goes on and on. So as you can see, if you open up your mind, it's a program that's benefiting everybody. And that's why this program it's a wonderful thing for the economy. But as I mentioned before, from day one, my mission is to turn the economy around and start growing it exponentially. From day one, the first year, and then the bonus program doesn't start until the first year is completed. And this is going to be something that I'll have to talk about with everybody to try to make everybody come together, unify everybody to make this, to pass a bill that would fund this. And in order to do that, we got to bring everybody together so they see what I see. And it's going to require being unified with both parties and, you know, continue to tell everybody about it and make sure that everybody's on board with this. I don't see how anybody couldn't be. It's, you know, the United States invests heavily in all kinds of areas, but it seems like when it comes to the American people, not so much. Wow, the wind's kind of crazy out here today. Look at that. The wind's just blowing all the snow on the roadway. But it's a beautiful day. Everybody's out and about in one way or another. And America's a beautiful place. Our system's the best system on earth. But the Communist Party and all their alliances are trying to undermine that. And that's why I'm also doing all of this. I'm fighting for capitalism because I know just when it comes to Latin America, where my family's from, there's a lot of forces that are in place that have been there for many, many decades. These are forces that are trying to change the government in these countries. And Latin America's, you know, you're talking about all of South America, Central America. It's a lot of land, made up of many countries. And so that's what this struggle is for, to save capitalism, to honestly make it superior, because in the direction that we're going, it's giving superiority to other countries, like Russia, for instance, you know. It's a sad thing because you've got a lot of businesses that have not been rewarded here in America. And what I mean by that is a lot of businesses have gone out of business, and you can see that. It's evident all across America. You've got businesses shut down, malls shut down, you know, the list goes on and on. So I think you guys get the point of what I'm talking about. But then on the other hand, China's been rewarded heavily, And of course, there's a trade-off. They do things for America, and we do things in return. They give us cheap products, but we give them volume. And with that volume, they make enormous amounts of money because they have cheaper labor. So the point of all of what I'm trying to say is that Russia is the one that benefits from this activity. And you better believe that these guys are ready and prepared to take over as many countries as they can and as they want. And they're getting bold. And we need to fire up the American economy like it's never been fired up before, because there's no way that we can be involved in trying to save capitalism with a bad economy. It's not only about the United States having a robust economy, it's about all our partners having a robust economy. But it all starts here in the USA. If we have a robust economy, we can help all our immediate allies in Europe, all our allies in every continent around the world. And that's what my plan is. And that's what the bonus program's for. The bonus program is to immediately help the United States citizens, the people here in America. That's really putting the people here directly first. And this is a program that's never been done here before. And I hope that everybody can get on board and join me and help me. And the main thing that you guys can do for me, for us, is to spread the word, spread these videos on social media. As you can see, YouTube, I hardly have any views, and you know, sometimes it's like that because the big guys, they don't want the little guys to succeed. That's just the way it goes. But with your help, I can succeed. We can succeed together. But you guys, I'm asking you all to continue to watch the videos, and as time goes on, you're all gonna start to see the experience that I have. The experience that I have. And I've come to this juncture right here because I want to point this out here. We got a replica here of the Statue of Liberty. Liberty, freedom. Right now, that's at stake. That's at stake right now, everybody. We don't even have a clue where this is all headed to, but we can only imagine. The fight right now in Ukraine is an important fight, even though a lot of people think it isn't. A lot of people think that we're putting them first before our own people. In a sense, that may be true. But in a sense, if we don't do that, Russia's going to move on down the line. It's going to be Ukraine first, and then it's going to be Poland, into Germany. And my family has some history with the Germans, so I'll do whatever it takes in my power to help all our allies. And this is what America should be doing, and that's what they're trying to do. And I think the president, in that sense, is doing a good job. And I hope that the people in Congress can hopefully hear this video and understand that Russia, right now, maybe a month or so ago, Putin said, who's Biden and who's the U.S. to say anything to us? They're nobody. This is the kind of attitude they're starting to have. They're starting to feel emboldened. They're starting to feel superior. And we've got to act accordingly. And the way I see that we can act is with the economy. We've got to help all our allies, the people, the immigrants that come to this country. We've got to provide work for them. We've got to give them legal status. We've got to give them working permits to work here legally, pay their taxes, and most of all, create jobs for them in a controlled fashion by securing the borders to prevent any kind of illegal activity, drugs, and so forth. And we've got to control the immigration and understand who's in this country, where they're from, and give them a legal permit to work here. And if it's people that shouldn't be here, they've got to be removed. But we've got to create an economy, and we've got to use our partners, which are these people, all these Latin American countries from Africa, from all over the world that come here. We've got to help them out. And we've got to do what we can to employ them so those countries can become successful, so those governments can become stronger. And this is how we keep our allies in good shape, by showing them that we're all in it together. We've got to create unity. And so I know I'm going a little bit out of the realm of video 4 and 5, but I'm opening up the discussion for possibly the following video. I know a lot of people, they think that a lot of the people that are coming here are overrunning our country. They're taking over. Well, I don't think so. That's what the military's for. That's what the police is for. So I don't think that's the case. I think if anything, they're coming here, they're making the country stronger by doing jobs that are difficult, doing jobs that many people simply, there's not enough people to do those jobs. Jobs that are agricultural jobs that are extremely difficult, back-breaking jobs. And they're doing these jobs. They're doing them, willfully. And they're doing it with all their might just to make an honest day's living so they can send money back to their countries and help out their families. So I think having all those people on our side and having unified partners and allies is so important in the long run to combat these type of forces like Russia and whoever else isn't with us. Now, it's a shame, in my opinion, that we helped China so much and they built up their wealth with their own hard work. That's true, their own hard work. But in another sense, they built up their military. They aided Russia so they could build up their military, basically to go up against us. And so that's where the problem lies. So we've got to think carefully when we help people, when we help countries. We got to look at what they're doing with those funds. Are they using the funds to help their economies and their people? Are they using those funds to become our enemies? And if so, we've got to stop the funding and the help and the assistance until they shape up. So I'm urging everybody to continue to watch these videos. I think that no matter whether there's people who agree with me or don't agree with me, I can assure you all that what we can agree with in totality is saving freedom, saving capitalism, saving our way of life around the world, where people can live their life freely instead of the way the other systems work. So I'm going to conclude right there, but just remember the benefits of what I've discussed so far. It's creating new jobs that never existed. It's creating a bonus program that'll immediately assist Americans instantly after the first year of my presidency, while we make the economy grow the first year exponentially. I'm talking about 2 to 3 times larger. And then we'll pass a bill to Congress to fund this program of the bonus program, and that'll grow the economy a whole lot more. So remember that it'll help all kinds of businesses in America, from doctors' offices to retailers to dealerships to car manufacturing to equipment manufacturing. Everybody will have a different idea of what they'll use that money for. So in order to save capitalism around the world, we've got to have a robust economy. We can also use all these people that come here to help in the military, to maintain equipment, fix up the ships, the submarines, the aircraft carriers that have so much maintenance involved. We can put so many people to work to make sure our equipment's in tip-top shape. Imagine if an automobile uses a certain amount of maintenance a year in order to keep your car running good. Oil changes, transmission oil changes, axle oil changes, tune-ups, fuel filter changes. Imagine aircraft carriers, warships, warplanes, all the aviation that's used. It's an incredible amount of maintenance, and a lot of these people can alleviate those pressures so we can have equipment that's fully functional and tip-top shape, instead of having ships that might be rusted from the salt waters that require constant maintenance, sandblasting, painting, priming, all that stuff that you got to do to maintain equipment. So instead of thinking that immigration's a headache and a hassle and that they all got to get out of here, I think the opposite. I think that these people are valuable to us because we need them. How do I know? Well, you look all over the United States, we got litter. The forest is basically abandoned without maintenance. Let's just say much maintenance. And there's just 6 to 10 million jobs that can be filled. So I think it's pretty evident. I'm just talking about logics here, what I see in front of me, the logics. I'm not making this stuff up. We need people. And in order to beat Russia and China, we need a whole lot of people. China's a large country with 1.5 billion people, and that's a major force for Russia. So in order to compete heavily and have our partners by our side, we have got to shape up. We've got to be able to understand how to go about this. And I want to say thank you all very much for watching. From here on out, I'm just basically going to dedicate to making videos daily regarding the presidency. And I hope you guys continue to watch. Please continue to watch and support me. If you want to talk about anything, you can reach me on Facebook, John Diaz. There's so many more topics to talk about, but just remember, we're up against some forces, and these forces want to disrupt the way of life here in the United States. They want to interfere in the way we do things here. They want to interfere in the finances of America. As a matter of fact, the debt that we owe at the moment is pretty much because of all these issues. So please continue to watch the videos, and most of all, spread the word. Share these videos with your friends and family and on all social media platforms to help me out, help us out. Just remember, the bonus program, what it'll do for everybody. People always complain that America's left for last. Not with me. Not with this program. Not with what I've laid out so far, and not what I'm gonna and what I'll be laying out ahead in all the continuing following videos that'll be coming up soon. So thank you very much for watching. Please continue to watch and support me and us, our movement. John Diaz for the presidency of the United States under an independent candidate. Thank you very much, and have a nice rest of your day.